Now, David Beckham's partnership with AIA was formally launched last Friday, and the What's Your Why campaign, it pretty much shows the commitment of AIA worldwide and also David Beckham on why it's important that we all live a healthier, fuller, more fulfilled life. And it actually highlights the people, the things that we have in our lives that could be the motivation for making you want to take care of yourself. It could be your children, it could be a certain lifestyle, it could be a goal, something you want to achieve in your life. We all have that reason, so find your why, hence what's your why. So to tell us a little bit more about this campaign and its partnership with David Beckham, I'd like to invite Anusha Tavraja, the CEO of AIA Berhad, to say a few words. Anusha?
So I am the celebrity that you've all come to meet, right? So you're waiting for someone. So to all of you who are here today, I just spoke to a nice gentleman in front from a newspaper, and I said that you are a select group of people that we brought here. So I sincerely hope that, in return, you will make sure that we get superb coverage. Do you think we can get that? Thank you. Anyway, thank you very much for being here today. And a very good afternoon to all the members of the media who are here today with us. We're very grateful for the support that you continue to give us. And to everyone else, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now, firstly, I want to say that I'm extremely thrilled to welcome you here this afternoon for the media launch of AIA's #What'sYourWhy campaign. I know that I am probably the only person standing between you and our special guest, so I'll try and keep this as short as possible. 1 year ago, AIA launched AIA Vitality, and I think many of you did come for the launch. It is almost exactly 1 year ago, and this is, at that time we said it's a science-backed health program that gives people the knowledge and tools and motivation that they need to live longer, healthier, and better lives. Truth be told, there hasn't been a more pressing time than now for Malaysians to start taking better care of their health. You would have heard in the past, right? So over the past couple of years, there's been a growing concern on the health of our nation, with reports placing Malaysia as the most obese nation in Southeast Asia. Incidences of other lifestyle diseases such as diabetes, cancer, and hypertension continue to be on the rise, and not to mention mental illnesses of the mind, particularly depression. The campaign that we are launching today is called #What'sYourWhy, and it serves to remind all Malaysians that there are good and important reasons why we need to live longer, healthier, and better lives. For me personally, I take care of my health so that I can enjoy time with family and experience my son grow up. For others, they may want to keep themselves from falling ill or simply to look better like David Beckham. AIA's message is very clear. As long as you have a strong motivation to change your lifestyle for the better, we can support you on your journey to better health and well-being. And for now, to officially launch the #What'sYourWhy campaign, we have a very special guest who is in Malaysia for the final leg of the AIA Healthy Living Tour. He is someone who is respected and admired internationally, and we are honored to partner with him to inspire people across Asia's Pacific, and more particularly for us here, to inspire all Malaysians to lead longer, better, and healthier lives. Not only is he AIA's global ambassador, he is also the face of our What's Your Why campaign, which highlights the many reasons why people want to lead a healthier lifestyle. I hope that you will be inspired by David and our message to find your own reasons for wanting to adopt a healthier lifestyle. Members of the media, I want to present to you the AIA Global Ambassador, David Beckham, the star of our campaign, What's Your Why?
Getting up early. Why would I do that? Hitting the road. Healthy food. Pushing the limits. Why would I do that? Daddy! That's my why.
If you have the why, we can help with the how at AIA, the real life company.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Anusha, I'd like to invite you onto stage one more time because we're going to have a photo op with the gentlemen you're all here to wait. Can you wait? All right, with that, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the video, you've heard the speech. I know you're all waiting for this. Please join me in welcoming on board the AIA Global Ambassador and face of the What's Your Why campaign, Mr. David Beckham. All right, thank you very much, photographer. I do believe that hopefully you've gotten your shot and we can get, sit down and have a little chat. David, if you could join us in the middle, Anusha, David in the middle. Anusha on the left, and I'll sit here. All right. Thank you. Such a gentleman. All right, and welcome to Malaysia, David.
Thank you.
Now, this has been quite a whirlwind tour, I must say. You started off in Hong Kong, and then Korea, and then Singapore, and this morning, David flew in from Singapore. How's this whirlwind been for you?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the warm welcome, obviously. But it's been a great tour so far. You know, this is obviously my final destination for this trip, but it's been incredible. You know, obviously, I've been visiting this part of the world for a long, long time and many years. So. I never need an excuse to come back, but I'm thankful to AIA for bringing me back here. Yes, we started in Hong Kong, which was a great event that we did. You know, we met some amazing kids there, and we cooked some healthy mooncakes, which was very enjoyable. Then we went to Korea, which was exciting as well. I haven't been back to Korea for a few years, so it was exciting to be there. And then obviously we went to Singapore, which I always loved going to Singapore, to be honest. I've been there quite a few times over the last few years. And then here to Kuala Lumpur, which I always get welcomed with open arms because I know there's a lot of Manchester United fans.
I heard they have the most number of Manchester United fans outside of Manchester.
Well, to be honest, every time that we came here as a club, you know, it was incredible. I mean, the fans that Manchester United have here is really incredible, and you know, as a player, to see that and to witness that, it's something very special.
Right, I'm sure people would like to know, Anusha, this next question is for you, is why did AIA choose David as the global ambassador for the campaign?
You know, just looking around here and then looking outside, I'm sure you all know why AIA Malaysia picked David. It's such an easy choice. And the reality is, David today is the most respected and most admired person internationally, and for AIA specifically, we're extremely honored to be partnering with you as we continue to work to inspire people across not just Asia Pacific, but really in Malaysia, because the one thing that I don't know if you've heard, but Malaysia is actually, so we like to win many things, but the one thing we've won which we don't want to win is we're actually the most obese nation in Southeast Asia. And so, you know, I think something that AIA Malaysia has really embarked on, and 1 year ago, many of you attended, we launched AIA Vitality in Malaysia. And AIA in Malaysia is a leading advocate for health, and it's something that we are committed to doing, to continuing to drive Malaysians to live longer, better and healthier lives. And really, as part of that, today, we launched the hashtag What's Your Why, featuring David, and it is, and it showcases what many people's reasons for why they want to actually live a better and more healthier life. And this is really the start of the journey. David, we're very happy to have you in Malaysia, and I know it's been a whirlwind visit, but I really think that for us in Malaysia, for AIA in Malaysia, it is a continued journey from 1 year ago to really put out the message that being healthy is extremely important, and being a partner with David is the start of the journey for us. So that is my answer. Thank you.
Thank you. I think as highlighted in the video, the What's Your Why campaign video that you just saw, that your reason why are your children, and we know that they're extremely important. And the highlights of your trips, you were saying, when you started off in Hong Kong and Korea, were actually meeting the children, the beneficiaries. And after this, actually, you will have an opportunity to meet the beneficiaries of the AIA Touching Lives. These kids whom AIA and the funds raised have supported them in operation surgery for the cleft palate and also heart defect. And also a group of youths who, the Brickfield Community Football Program. So like a group of youths who are given that chance to play football in a club-like situation. Now, are you excited about meeting the youths?
I am, to be honest. It's one of the things that I've always loved whenever I've gone to different countries and travelled around, especially as a football player. You meet so many kids that admire, what the team are, the trophies that we've won, everything that we kind of represent, so there's so many great kids that we've met around the world, so I'm excited about that today.
Now, we've also got some questions that were sent in previously, prior to this, by members of the media. We've got one first question I'm going to read. Jocelyn Yan sent from Clio, Malaysia, that's a magazine, and she'd like to know is, what other sports or pastimes do you do with your kids to keep them active aside from football? Because I'm sure you must take them out. Like, no, you must play football.
I do play football from time to time. But other sports that I like to play, Romeo loves to play tennis, so I play tennis with Romeo a lot. Cruz likes to go running, so I've gone running with Cruz in the evenings. Harper actually announced to me that, which I have told Victoria, but it was a sensitive conversation, okay, that she wants to become a footballer.
All right.
Well, how long that'll last, we'll see. But I tried to take, the kids down the park, doing active things, riding their bikes. Riding their bikes is something that they love doing. So they all have their individual sports that they enjoy, but as a family, we try to go to the park and ride bikes.
How about for you personally? How has your fitness regime changed since you retired from football? Another question also from Justin Yan.
Well, it's obviously definitely changed a huge amount, because for the last 25 years I've been, keeping fit and working from 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and keeping myself fit. Excuse me. So it's definitely changed, but I still try and keep myself fit and healthy. I still try and, work out as much as possible. I think it's important to, not just, for the physical side, but I think, mentally, you want to feel great, and you want to feel healthy, and also I want to feel healthy and fit for my kids as well. So, I'm competing against Brooklyn, who's 18 now, so I want to stay fit and I want to stay healthy. So
at least you can run ahead of him for now.
I can run ahead of him
and still
for now,
him,
just
yeah?
about.
Just about.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another question from Hamizatul Maizan from Nona Magazine. So the question is, in your opinion, to what extent health insurance is important to every human being?
Well, of course, it's very important to everybody to have health insurance and to have insurance, because obviously, for your future and for your future life, and for obviously your family and your children. But what we're focusing on is now. It's now that you have to take care of yourself, not when you pass away. And that's what we look at. We look at what is it now that you have to change to make yourself live a longer, healthier, better life? And that's what we're really focusing on.
Now you actually are in a position to speak up about it as the AIA Global Ambassador, but maybe prior to this, what kind of things did you do to try and get your friends, even those who you felt needed to change and live a healthier lifestyle? How did you inspire them?
I mean, you always try and help friends, help family, and sometimes you need help yourself. So it's nice to have people around you that are honest with you and that would say to you, okay, let's go for a run, or let's go for a walk, or let's take the dog for a run. You know, it's something as simple as that. But you know, there's other times when, you know, I've stepped in with friends and told them that, okay, this is, you know, you've had a couple of warnings. It's now time to, you know, get healthy, get fit, and start eating right. And it's all part of it. You know, obviously, everyone would like to work out all the time, I'm sure, but it's just not possible all the time because people work, people have jobs, people travel, people have families, and that's not always possible. So I understand that it's difficult, but I've always said, and I'll say it again, that it's sometimes the small steps and the small things that make a real big difference.
And one of the small things possibly would be, you know, changing the things that you eat. So what kind of foods do you actually try and avoid, or you eat more of, you include into your diet to actually, you know, to ensure staying healthy?
To be honest, I love food. So foods that I try to avoid. I don't really try to avoid foods.
Not even chips or anything like that?
I just try to have things in moderation, and I think that that's what we're trying to get across. You know, we're not going to sit here and preach to people about not eating things that they enjoy to eat. It's just important that you do it in moderation, and I try to teach my kids that. I've been very lucky throughout my career that I've been able to eat kind of whatever I want, but obviously since I've retired, you know, I'm more conscious of things that I should be staying away from, and not as healthy as other things. So I am conscious of it, but you know, I still, you know, want to enjoy food as well. But I think with what we've realised on this tour is you can still enjoy, you know, your traditional meals, but made healthy. And I've found that out with the chefs that I've met on this trip and the dishes that they've cooked.
You like cooking. Have you ever tried doing something like that at home? So instead of a burger or fish and chips, you kind of substitute or with something healthier, like sweet potato fries instead?
Of course, yeah. You know, the kids love to eat fries. They don't do it every day because I don't think it would be great for them. But what is great is you can, you know, change it up and have like sweet potato fries, or, you know, there's some vegetables that you can do in the same kind of way as well. And it's all about, you know, finding a way to make food interesting for kids. And as parents, you're constantly trying to do that.
Now we've got another question from a member of the media, Lydia from Elle Magazine, and she wants to know, how do you keep your fitness levels up, or what do you do to deal with, to prevent jet lag, considering the fact that you're constantly traveling? Like, that's one of the hardest things to do. How do you just keep your fitness regime in check?
Well, I think, you know, when you're traveling so much, you know, to not get enough sleep is a big thing. I mean, the sleeping is something that is so important to people, and obviously drinking a lot of water. But, you know, jet lag, there's nothing you can't really get away from it, to be honest. But I find it easy when I land in a place. You know, I'll go to the gym, I'll try and work out, I'll go for a walk, I'll go for a run, and that kind of settles me, and then I try and sleep well that night. But you know, to keep fit, I do as much, you know, not gym work. I just you know, I box. I like to cycle indoors. And I try to run as much as possible, but you know, it doesn't happen that much.
No, it's not always easy, especially when
I like
you're
to
in
cycle.
Yeah, cycling is easy. At least you can do that in the gym. We have another question from Lydia, also Elle Magazine. As a former football player and now a father of 4, how do you and Victoria integrate fitness into your family's lives?
Well, for instance, you know, in the summer we go to LA usually, and we will go on family hikes at least twice a week. So twice a week we'll always go on a hike. and that's I mean, it's about a 4 or 5 mile hike, so it's a good, it's a decent hike. I used to have Harper on my back for most of it, but now she's a little bit stubborn, so she doesn't want to get on Daddy's back anymore. She wants to do it herself.
She's a big girl.
She's a big girl, yeah. So not so much stubborn. She's a big girl.
Yeah. What if her friends see her? It's not cool. Okay, I can do this myself, Dad.
No, but then sometimes she does want to get on Dad's back. So, but no, that's something as a family that we do.
Actually, that just kind of sums it up. It kind of goes to show that once you have found the reason why you want to take care of yourself and keep healthy and keep fit, you know, you will find an opportunity anywhere and everywhere. So on that note, we'll wrap up the little press chat here right now. David and Anusha, it's been a pleasure having the two of you here, and we're excited about the What's Your Why campaign and see how it will inspire and motivate more people, Malaysians especially. The numbers are quite scary. We're actually quite high up there when it comes to, unfortunately, obesity here in Malaysia. So, members of the media, this brings our event to a close. However, you can still catch David at the AIA Vitality Wellness Festival at the KL Convention Centre later today. So please make your way there. It's just right next door. So once again, David and Anusha, thank you so much for your time. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Beckham and Anusha Thavaraja. And on behalf of AIA, I'd like to thank each and every member of the media for making your time here. Once again, the festival is just next door, so do come and join us. Until then, thank you very much. That's all from me.